and things like that. So the one who wrote the previous one didn't know what he was writing. You probably mean Article 6, which my friend here says Santa Claus is legit, because giving persons, people, children, presents and knowing who's good and who's bad, it's his core business. So as long as it's your core business, you have a legal basis on exchanging data, but you have to prove it some way and put the safeguards, IT-related stuff, legal, contracts, all put in place, all your cards to the game. There's always a way. You just need to know how. Thank you very much. Any question?
I have one. Sorry. Is intention included? Is intention or punishable, or if the absence of intention during a data leakage is considered by authorities for a penalty or something? For example, I have a form on my website for when people is applying for as a freelance translator, and they check the boxes about data privacy policy, etc. But I receive CVs explaining, detailing all names, addresses, phone numbers, etc., without getting through the website. So, am I doing something wrong by accepting those emails? Because usually I just neglect them. So it's unintentional.
Regarding your question, I'm going to keep two parts. The one is the unintentional, that has a different explanation, and I'm going to speak up for a minute to the fact that you're receiving CVs not from your company's website form, that you may have all the necessary checkboxes and said I consent and things like that.
Yeah.
Good practices is when you receive such an email sent to hr@yourcorporation.com to have an autorespond, or the HR department have a predefined form saying that we have received your CV, thank you very much. With your consent, we can keep it for 2 years of time. You always have to define what is the retention policy and the number of years keeping data. With your consent, I will keep your resume for X number of years, and we will call you back when needed. You have to respond to that. That's for sure. If he responds back and he says, I do not consent, or I don't want you to keep my CV for this amount of years, then you reply back and you say, thank you very much, we're deleting this, and of course, send him away and never employ him. Regarding the other part, that the unintentional part, having or not intention doesn't have to do with the GDPR. You'll get a fine, for sure. If there's an intention and it's proven, then the fine will be definitely greater. It has to do with what happened and what was the impact. If I lose the data of 10 people, doesn't have an impact that much as if Google loses one server and loses 2,000 people. It's not the same thing, okay? The authorities and data protection authorities are not easy when giving fines in the beginning, now in the first year of running the regulation. And the reason is because they are waiting for the big bang. For example, Vodafone, you know Vodafone, it's a common telecommunication provider in Europe. And Wind, another one, got a fine in Greece for that. It was not more than 35,000 euros. Because it affected 1,000 people. The reason is they don't know what will happen. So if they give them a very, very large fine, and there's another one coming with 2,000 people losing their data, what will they give him?